Now we're going to go ahead and talk about homeworks and exams in this course and a little bit more about how they work. I can see here that if I click on the Homework tab, I can see that there are a bunch of different homework folders, one for each of the assignments that we're going to have this semester. If I click underneath each of these, I can see that there is a homework submission link. This is where I'll actually go ahead and turn in my homework. So once I have the homework assignment completed, I would go ahead and click on this link, and then I would go ahead and I could upload all of the different files that I have. These files can either be PDFs or images. These could be things that you just take a picture of it with your phone and you can upload it here. Of course, make sure that you have all of the files that you need actually uploaded. It's a good idea to review everything before you click the submit button. It's also important to note that if in order to submit an assignment, you actually have to click the submit button. If you don't do that, if you just click save as a draft, it does not submit the homework assignment to me, and I will not be able to grade it. Now, as I state in the actual homework assignments here, you can use a lot of different free apps. TurboScan is one that I found that allows you to take pictures and easily convert them to PDFs, which makes the uploading maybe a little bit easier for you. Okay? The homework assignment themselves will also appear here, and I've just made this item slightly available, at least by turning on my edit mode as an instructor. But you'll see that the homework assignments will become available here after a certain date, typically right at midnight. So on the day when the homework assignment is assigned, this will become available. And if I click on this assignment, you'll see that it has the due date at the top, the sections that it covers, and a whole bunch of different questions. Remember that these assignments are going to be graded based on accuracy, so it's important that you understand the concepts that are in them. And I have no problem helping you answer questions in that homework assignment. Of course, I'm going to make sure that I'm just not giving you an answer, I'm helping you think through how you would answer it like it was an exam. Now, exams are going to operate much the same way as the homework assignments here. If I click underneath the Unit 1 materials, you'll see that I have a lot of things to help prepare me for exams. I have some exam review problems. This is not a copy of the test by any means, but it's just some problems that you can practice. Think of it like an extra worksheet. I have an Exam 1 study guide. This is one of the best things to take a look at before the start of each exam. It's going to tell you exactly what the exam is going to cover, a little bit about the format, and also all of the different things that you need to make sure that you understand. If something's not listed on here, it's not going to be covered in the exam itself. Now, I also have with each individual exam a small set of notes that you are allowed to use. Otherwise, exams are considered closed notes, closed book, no online resources, nothing. You complete exams on your own. This Exam 1 formula sheet, though, is going to give you all of the information that you are allowed to use during the exam. These are things you do not need to dedicate to memory, and you shouldn't feel the need to hide in any way that you were looking at this sheet. This is permissible during the exam. Okay. The exam itself and all of its contents will be located in this folder down here. Now you'll see that on the day of the exam, a couple things are going to need to, on or before the day of the exam, a couple things are going to need to be done. Our first exam will be on Tuesday, February 16th. Okay. Now, you can either select to take that exam at a 10:30 a.m. time, and have 90 minutes to complete it, or at a 7:30 p.m. time. Now you must select this, as I state here, before the day of the exam, and the way that you do that is by going here and clicking on this Exam 1 time selection. When you click on this, it's just a quick little survey of what time would you like to take the exam, and you can take this as many times as you want. You can change what time you want to take the exam at any moment until the day of the exam. So on, at 12 a.m. on Tuesday, February 16th, this item will no longer be available. You will not be able to switch your time. Okay. So the exam itself is going to be, though, submitted in exactly the same way that the homeworks were. You'll click on this link here and attach all your files. And the exam, again, will become available here. As you can see, here are copies of what the exam will look like on the day of the exam. Now, the exam itself is going to have a basic structure that looks like the following. You can see that our first exam here is going to be spread out over a course of 7 pages and totals up to 135 points. You can read all the instructions on here. Okay? Pause the video if you need to. But this is what our exams are going to look like in this class. Okay? Remember that exams are timed, and you do only have the 90 minutes to complete an exam unless you are eligible for extra time for exams, which only happens through ADS accommodation. If you're not familiar with what that is, please feel free to reach out to me. I'd be happy to talk with you about that. Now, the last thing that I want to mention again regarding exams and regarding homework is the syllabus policies on cheating. If you are caught cheating in a homework or in an exam, you will be asked to come explain your work. I'll give you the out. Maybe you actually do understand what you were writing. And if you are unable to explain it, you will receive a 0 for the entirety of that assignment or exam. Now, if you're working with a group of individuals and you can explain your work, but your friend can't, doesn't matter. Everybody gets a 0 on that assignment or on that exam. So be very careful. It's okay to talk to other people, to try to work with other people on homework assignments. Those are okay to kind of work with individuals on, but you still need to submit your own work. You should never submit carbon copy work from another person. When it comes to exams, exams are completely a singular person experience. You should not be working or talking with anybody during exams. And if you are caught doing this, of course, you will receive a 0 for that assignment or for that exam. So please make sure again that you go back here and fill out this academic dishonesty survey, just so I make sure and you make sure that you have read through those academic dishonesty policies and that you understand the implications of cheating. Hopefully you don't. In the first homework last time I taught this class, and on the first exam I probably caught 8 people on each of those who were being dishonest and ended up receiving 0s for the assignments or the full exam. So it could be a big hit at the start of the course. It's not worth the time. The content can be simple enough if you dedicate the time to learn it. So hopefully you do that. And of course, if you have any questions about content as you're practicing and working through, or as you're having difficulty with uploading, let me know. I'm happy to work with you.